I don't do much analysis anymore, but it's been a year since I made some crazy predictions, and it's time to reflect on how the year went. A year ago, in January 2015, I had a combined total of 110,000 subscribers across my two main channels. Now, even my smaller kliksphilip channel has over 140,000. The goal that I predicted years ago would be enough to sustain what I'm doing. And as for kliksphilip, it's now more than 1/3 of the way to 1 million. This is in line with my prediction of 200 or even 300,000 by the end of 2015, even if I might have been referring to both channels back then, which combined at the end of 2015 added up to 498,000 subscribers. Given another 2 days, combined I would have broken the 500,000 subscriber barrier. I care about this disappointment even less than I should. Even in 2015, I said that I'd move away from quantity and focus more on quality, and with 2016 I hope to build on this further. I make far fewer videos than I used to. I always feel I'm being lazy and careless for missing targets set with older video standards in mind, but I'd rather make better content than hit these invisible goals. When I look back a couple of years, I cringe at just how low the quality of my content was back then. The star month in 2015 was, well, in my head it was March, but they've all done pretty well with a terrifyingly positive upwards trend that I keep thinking will plummet the following month. In January 2016's case, I suspect that it actually will, but for 2015, all positive. Come to think of it, there haven't been any occasions where a channel's views have dropped 2 months in a row. But there have been times where I don't feel I've developed my channel. I've just been doing more of the same and it seems to suffice, carried higher and higher by the ever-increasing size of my subscriber base. I've simply been perfecting my style and gaining valuable EXP. The growth I'm currently experiencing is good enough to sustain what I do for the foreseeable future. But subscriber-wise, the picture is a little bleaker, but still very sunny. You can see that kliksphilip has really pulled ahead of 2kliks, but only with December have the two combined ever managed to top that of May 2015. You can also see why I thought that things were slowing down in September and October, so I'm pleased that the year ended on a positive note. This is proof that although large reviews can often indicate rapid growth, the two don't always correlate. I'll remain positive for the future though, because it's nice to be optimistic for a change. In the latter half of the year, I dropped older series such as How Will He Die and started up new ones like the Game Making Journey and my Shit Advice series. I wanted to end the older ones on a high note rather than milking them dry. Should my channels begin to falter in the future, I know that I can always reboot the older series. But for now, it's about adding variety, not just for you, but for me making them. And also about ensuring that I don't just become a one-trick pony. kliksphilip continues to grow more slowly than kliksphilip, but I believe that in the long run, the channel has more potential and could even end up overtaking kliksphilip. My Elder Scrolls prediction and Nvidia rant videos have shown that I can produce successful content away from CSGO, even if the game is still my main focus. But it's given me some exciting new ideas for this year. In the last couple of months, others have begun making videos in a similar style to my own. I don't mind, it just means that others think that I'm worth imitating, and I'll certainly be borrowing from them if they come up with any good ideas. And the competition has encouraged me to raise the bar higher still, which my new 1.6 analysis video should hopefully do. It took weeks to make this one video. I certainly won't be making a habit of producing this sort of content, but it's nice to release something like this once in a while just to show the world that I'm still trying to better myself, and the video's content should hopefully inspire others to produce similar videos. I said a year ago that at any moment, something cataclysmically terrible could happen, but 2015 wasn't the year that this happened. Maybe in 2016. You might know Mojo on PC. His account got deleted for an unknown reason during the year. The same happened to me back in 2009. Within days, it was back up and running again. This gives me a bit more confidence that YouTube might not be quite so fleeting, especially once you reach a particular size and reputation. December was an excellent month to end 2015 on. I broke the view records on both channels, and also kliksphilip's old subscriber record, and it was also the third best month subscriber-wise for kliksphilip. It's surprising, since I neglected kliksphilip in the month to focus more on kliksphilip from a business point of view, since ad revenue and the like peaks in December and then plummets in January, which is where I intend to focus on kliksphilip's more creative but smaller series. Which brings me on to the future. The first thing is to bring closure to old series to pave the way for new ones. This will start with the Game Making Journey. Beyond that, I don't want to give too much away about my plans because if I don't keep them then I look silly. But at the same time, I love speculation as much as everybody. If I carry on doing what I'm doing right now, kliksphilip will have 600,000 subscribers by the end of the year. kliksphilip, 300,000. And this one, 100,000. Which is crazy to think about, considering that this is just a place for me to put my random thoughts into words. It's also scary. I should probably move this stuff onto a fourth channel. Anyway, if these subscriber predictions are correct, then it will make for a nice round million subscriber mark by the end of the year, almost doubling what I currently have. That's assuming that things carry on the way they're going right now. I don't think they will. kliksphilip's progress is largely determined by the popularity of CSGO, which I think will continue to grow, but I'm not sure by how much or for how long. It really depends on the majors and whatever Valve chooses to do with the game next. If they play their cards right, I could be looking at 700,000 subscribers by the end of the year, or maybe even more. kliksphilip is a lot more uncertain. Things change month by month, so I don't really think that I can accurately predict a year in advance. I do want it to become more interactive and to showcase other projects that I also work on. So even if it doesn't grow to 300,000 subscribers, I hope it will at least help me in other areas and will be interesting for the more creative viewers on the channel. And as for this channel, I'll keep neglecting it. I'll only make videos for it as and when I see fit. It will remain my happy place where I feel free of judgment. And everybody on this channel's so nice. Please don't change. I don't think that YouTube will be my biggest challenge in 2016, but I'll save that for another video. Have a happy new year.